You start the show tonight with the news related to what's happening in Myanmar, our neighbor countries. And there's a lot of things that affects Thailand, especially on the border, that there have been some people that fled the conflicts across the river and tried to find somewhere safe in the Thailand side. And of course there was news reported, some of them has returned home, some of them still here, and Thai government said that all of them want to go home, but some of them, they didn't say some, they said all of them want to go home, but they're still scared of the air raid attack that happened in their hometown. So the latest news is that the United Nations Office of High Commissioner for Human Rights, or OHCHR, UN-OHCHR, has called on governments of Southeast Asian countries to provide protection to people fleeing violence and persecution in Myanmar, and to guarantee that these refugees and undocumented migrants are not forced back to Myanmar against their will. Of course, it didn't mention Thailand, but Thailand is one of the countries that get direct effect by this event, and we have people that, like you can see in the footage right now, that actually get in a boat and try to come here. In a statement issued today, the OHCHR said that it has received reports that some of these asylum seekers have been forced to return to their home country. It added that at least one boat carrying refugees is currently adrift in the Andaman Sea, unable to find safe disembarkation options. It also said that all states, coastal or otherwise, should cooperate to identify safe places to land these vulnerable people and ensure that rights-based regional solutions are found. The Cynthia Veligo, the Southeast Asia regional representative in Bangkok, said that no one should face the risk of being returned to Myanmar when their lives, safety, or fundamental human rights are threatened. And she said that now is the time for us to stand in solidarity with the people of Myanmar in light of binding obligations under international refugee and human rights laws. She said that we call on all countries to ensure that all those seeking asylum are able to access the protections to which they are entitled.
The statement also said that since the February 1st coup in Myanmar, at least 510 peaceful protesters have been killed by security forces and 2,600 others have been detained, many of them either held incommunicado or forcibly disappeared. New fighting has also flared up between the military and some armed ethnic organizations, such as in Kayne State, where recent airstrikes have forced thousands of civilians to flee. Millions of migrants from Myanmar live and work in countries across the region. Many may be fearful of returning to renew their visas or otherwise maintain a regular immigration status. The statement also says that countries should consider putting in place measures to avoid migrants from Myanmar from falling into situations of irregularity. Migrants from Myanmar who have contributed so much to our communities, now they need us to stand by them. That's what the representative in Bangkok said. She also called on countries in the region to suspend deportations of migrants who are undocumented and to provide them with a secure legal status while their country remains in crisis. So that is the latest response by UN-OHCHR on the situation in Myanmar, where there are tons of people seeking asylum in Thailand and other countries in ASEAN as well.
In Thailand, though, Thai government has tried to tell the public that we have done everything we can, we have been taking care of them, and we have been accommodating them. There were about 3,000 people that crossed the border into Thailand. And as a media, we were trying to get access into those areas, which is now controlled by authorities. They totally closed off to the media, to any outsider. And their reason is that it's a very sensitive issue, so they don't want anyone to go inside yet, so there must be something going on in there.
Right.